ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ಈ ವ್ಲಾಗಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಕಳೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಅಪ್ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಏನಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಇನ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಥರ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ. ಅದು ಝೂಮ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಲೈವ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ದೇ ಈ ಥರ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ನೋಡೋ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದರಿಂದ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಂತಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ವ್ಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಟಿ ಮಚ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಬ್ರಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂದರು, ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದು. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿಂದು ನನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಹೋಪ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಜರ್ನಿ. ಈ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ. ಓಕೆ. ಹಾಯ್ ಮನೀಶ್.
Hey Shiv,
ಹಾಯ್. ಸೊ ಏನು
how are
ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ? ಗುಡ್.
Nothing much. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Yeah, nothing much. Weekend ಅಲ್ವಾ, so nothing much.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ನನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ US, ಹೌ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್, ಅಂಡ್
Mhm,
ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆನ್ ಲೈಫ್.
mhm.
And the master's journey is not same for everyone. So I
True.
just wanted to make this vlog. And this is like the first time that I'm making a vlog, like a podcast, and you're the first person. So, so congrats.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm glad to be a part of this podcast.
Yes, thank you so
Hopefully it's
much.
helpful. No problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, guys. So here's my friend, and his name is Manish. And we are friends since fifth or sixth grade, I guess, right? So it's been more than
Yeah.
10 years.
More than
And
10
he's
years.
like one of my best friends, and he helped me so much. Like, I'm so thankful for him. And also, I asked him for helping me do this podcast because, like, he's the most closest one for me. And also, like, he has a good experience. And also, he's like a senior for me in this abroad journey. So I thought he'll be the right person to start this with. And yeah, shall we start?
Sure, I think that sounds good.
Thank
So
you.
guys, yeah, I'm Manish. So I'm currently in the US. So I recently did my master's in mechanical engineering from Boston University, and then currently working full time as a mechanical engineer at a company called ASM America, which is a semiconductor company
In
uh,
Arizona.
in Arizona. Yeah, which is
Thanks.
again very, very, very hot, which is very similar to the Bellary weather.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's even worse in summer. So we have a summer period of 6 months.
Six
Compared that
months.
with, yeah, 6 months.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, that's the downside of staying in Arizona. But yeah, it's been pretty good till now. The job is very good. It's very fulfilling. You get to work in a lot of different sectors in the semiconductor industry, and then you would be able to implement a lot of different projects that will help the chip manufacturing even easier and then make them more powerful going forward.
Yeah. So, how's your work culture like? Like, how are the people? Like, uh, typically, how does your day look like?
Uh, the culture is pretty good.
Mm.
The day would start with again having a set of goals defined initially in the morning or probably in the beginning of the week, and then I just go through the everyday task, just concentrating and then communicating everything with my teammates, and then yeah, getting the job
Mm.
done.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a 9 to 5 job, but again, you get a lot of free time after the work, so it's important for you to just go out, just look around, just go for a walk, to
Yeah.
do a jog or something like that. So that is what my routine would be every day. And
Mm.
the weekends are pretty good as well. So you can
Oh.
go
That's
go on hikes. Yeah.
yeah. So your teammates and all, like, are they good friends to you, or like how are people to us? Like,
Mhm,
because I've heard like racism does exist, but
mhm.
what do you feel about that? Do you think it's easy?
I feel it's initially a little difficult to get along with everybody because of the obvious cultural differences. But once you get along, I think there are very good friends that you can make, and then there are a lot of things that you can learn from them and then put
Yeah,
them in your everyday tasks to improve.
yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Okay, so I have like a list of questions for
Mhm.
you.
Sure,
We can just talk about it for some time.
sure.
Yeah, the introduction is done. Okay, I know everything about you, but I just
Mhm,
wanted my followers and subscribers to, know about you. So,
mhm.
where did you study and how did you end up in the US? Like, what's your
Sure.
background and
Mhm,
what made you come to the US?
mhm. Sure. So back in India, I studied in Manipal Institute of Technology. So uh, over there, I had an opportunity to work on a lot of mechanical engineering projects, and then also had opportunity to participate in a few international competitions. So that way, I felt the exposure internationally is very good. So it is more project based, more related to the industry and what it does. So I felt it is the right time for me to have a master's degree in the US, which is
Mm-hmm.
again has a lot of potential for mechanical engineering students. So that made me just come here for my master's. And
Mm-hmm.
also the plus point of studying in the US is basically all your courses are research based, so it's project based, so you'll have hands-on experiences before you graduate. So I think that will set your foundation for the future career. So
Correct.
that
Like,
made me just
yeah. So, did you have any work experience before coming to the US, like after your
uh,
bachelor's?
so I did not have any work experience in
Mm-hmm.
India, so it was just a few internship experiences. But yeah, I think it is important to have work experiences, but if you're willing to uh, come to the US right after your undergrad, that is also fine because you don't waste any time for your research. So I think research is very important. So you wouldn't wait to uh, work on the things that you wanted to, and yeah, just come to the US and probably figure out the things that you want to do.
Yeah. So, do you think having an work experience, like will be an advantage, or because what I've seen is like even I have some friends who have like, 7 or 8 years of work experience and
Mhm,
they've done masters in India and they've
mhm,
again come here for masters.
mhm.
Even then, it's difficult for them to find a job. And
Correct.
for freshers, sometimes they find it easy. So do you
Mhm.
think skills matter or experience matters?
Uh, I would say there are pros and cons to both of them. So if you want to come do your master's right after your undergrad, so you'll be very young. So you would be able to go to a lot of internships. So once you have those internships, so it is very easy to find jobs in the US. So I think the best way to find a full-time job is again through internships because that is how I found my internship and my full-time job as well. So I feel that the US experience adds a lot to your resume, your profile. So I think that is the most important part. But again, if you are willing to work for a few years in India, that's fine too, because again, skills learned anywhere in the world is again equally important. So that way you would be able to probably achieve a lot more in your master's course than you
Mm.
would have just with the undergrad degree.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So, mm, the next question will be, so how was your process? Like, the SOP, LOR from
Mhm,
the scratch. How many days or months did you take? And how was the loan process? How was
mhm,
the application process? Like,
mhm,
did you find it like very difficult or was it easy? Did you go through any consultancy? Something
mhm.
like that?
Sure.
Everything about the process.
Okay. Sure. So basically, I would say the timeline would be about 1 to 1.5 year.
Mm.
before the actual start date of your university.
Okay, so you
So
started while you were still in your like third year,
undergrad,
something?
third year,
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
third year, yeah.
Okay.
So I just started off with preparing for the exams like GRE, IELTS. So these are the exams that you would require to join the US universities.
Mm-hmm.
So I would tell everybody to just give it some more time so that you have a very good score, and then that would base your dream university that you want to
Oh.
achieve. So that is where you start, and then after that, you once you have your IELTS and then GRE exams done, you can start preparing your SOP and then LORs. So for creating them, I would say go through a consultancy. They would guide you in what way to write both of these documents. But ultimately, it's the document that you write on your own. So I would suggest everyone to have a LOR, have a SOP just written down on your own, and then not entirely depend on the consultancies to do the job for
Yeah, and also they check for the AI generated and
you.
all,
Generate,
no, so it gets
correct, yeah.
rejected.
Rejected, yeah. So if you write it on your own, then there are less chances of it getting rejected just because it's an AI generated
Correct.
copy or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So how was the application process like? Was it easy getting into your university?
Mhm. So the application process would typically take for one university, I would say like a week. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to fill in all the details properly, fill in the SOPs and send requests to your undergrad professors for LORs. So I would say, yeah, pretty much about a week. But previously, you would need to have all the documents ready, like SOP. I would suggest probably work on it for like a month, because fine tuning a SOP for each university is important, because each university has a different potential, and
True.
you should
Mm.
identify that potential before you actually apply to the university.
So, how did you find out the about the universities? Like, you know, before you apply for a university, you need to know if it's a right fit for you and,
Mhm,
you know, if it's like a good future for you. Like, how did
mhm.
you decide that Boston University is the one for you? Because there are
Sure.
so many universities, you know, in the
Mhm.
US. Why did you
Correct.
choose that?
Sure. I think this is a very good question. So
Mm,
there are a lot of universities out here, but I think finding the right fit is very important, because you have to keep in mind that after you graduate, you need to find a job which suits you and which is again related to your master's degree. So for me, choosing Boston University was basically, it is because Boston is a hub of mechanical engineering
oh,
companies. So they do a lot of medical devices as well, which is again something that I was interested to when I wanted to do my master's. So both of these combinations helped me choose this university as my preferred one. And then also, uh, BU, like Boston University, has a curriculum called product design curriculum.
mhm.
So that is where a lot of companies, like industry companies, come to the college and then go through the design process of a product, how they are built, and they just go from the scratch all the way to the consumer. So I think that is something that was very interesting.
Oh, like, do you have any career phase in your college? Like, did you get this job through career fair or, you know, through any platform? Like, how did you find this job and is it
Mhm.
related to your university?
Yes, so basically, I found my internship through a career fair that was in the university.
Oh,
So I would say career fairs are very important, because this is where you would get the opportunity to meet with the industry
mm,
and network with them, because otherwise it's very difficult to find people in the industry. So yeah, try to make use of the opportunity as much as possible.
mm,
Meet with people in the career fairs, and then contact them for any roles, send in your resumes, and then send in your interest to the company. That way, they will reach out to you based on your profile. And then
yeah,
after that, the process can go ahead.
correct.
And I also found my full-time job through a career fair, which was
Mm-hmm.
outside the college. So I think it's also important to uh, look for career fairs outside the college, because there are a lot of career fairs that's happening year round.
Hmm.
So that is again a very good opportunity to meet people, send in your resumes, and show your profile. Yeah.
So how do you find career phase outside the university? Because inside the university we get mails or
Mhm,
like word of mouth, something like that. People talk and we get to know.
mhm.
But how do you know about the career phase that are outside the campus?
Okay. So I would say Eventbrite is a good platform to find career fairs.
I'm sorry?
Eventbrite,
Okay,
Eventbrite,
Eventbrite. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So that's a very good platform to look for career fairs. So
Hmm.
most of the career fairs that are happening all around you would be posted over there.
Oh,
So you can,
interesting.
yeah, you can
I didn't
have,
know about this.
yeah, yeah. Just look through that, and then you would be able to find a lot of stuff.
It's nice.
Yeah,
Okay, great. It's so different, no? Because usually we rely on LinkedIn, LinkedIn, LinkedIn. So
correct,
it's like we have so many opportunities and we just stick on to one thing. That's so
correct.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is again very useful because that way you can increase the number of people you can reach to, because through the career fairs it's limited to whatever companies are visiting the career fairs, right?
Correct.
So through LinkedIn you can reach out to many people, and I would say whenever you're connecting with somebody, just send them a note while sending an invite. So I think that is very useful to increase the number of people that respond to you.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next question, So, how was your experience staying in the US? Like, Indiaದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ
Mhm.
ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ?
Uh, yeah, it is ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ
Mm.
like comparatively it is ತುಂಬಾ different ಇದೆ.
Okay.
But yeah, so I would say uh, ನನ್ನ first 1 year was very good. Everything went according to the plan, what I wanted to do, because I got an internship. My master's course was going good. But then my second year in the US was very bad because I lost the full-time job that I got because of the recession. Like I got a job before the graduation itself, but
Mm.
then I had to let go of it because of the recession that was happening in the US. So that year was a very difficult year, second year in the US. So yeah, uh, but the good part is I had a lot to learn from that 1 year, staying consistent and still believing that you can do it, still
Yeah.
believing that your master's degree, your undergrad degree would help you find something was very important. Staying
Mm.
positive. I
Mm.
would agree that there are a lot of breakdowns I had during that period, but
I know.
again,
I've seen you.
yeah, overcoming them is very important. So
Yeah.
yeah, there are both the sides of it in the US. So I would say just be brave. It'll come to you when it has to come to you. So yeah,
Yeah. And consistent hard work. Like, you have to
consist,
not give up on
not
just
give up. Yeah,
one day
true.
or 2 days. Like, we have to keep on going, pushing ourselves.
Keep on going. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Mm.
having your family support you is again very important, because
True.
these are the times that you are away from your family. So having them closely connected is very important.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, so many people, what they do is like they keep hiding themselves from the family, because they shouldn't get
Mhm,
hurt. When we
mhm,
are sad, like, they'll start hurting themselves. So
mhm.
I don't think so that works out every time. Sometimes we have to, keep them updated, what's
True.
happening, if you're facing any problems, it's better to tell them
Mhm,
because you don't know, you never know what happens.
mhm.
They might give you the best suggestion ever, which,
Correct.
is the best
Mhm.
thing that happens.
Yeah, definitely. I think sharing things with family and friends is important. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Okay. Mm, okay, we have spoken about networking already.
Mhm,
Mm, okay, so on what type of visa are you right now? And
mhm,
like is there any process to get that visa? Like what
mhm.
process is it according to you?
So basically, when you come to do your master's in the US, you get an F1 visa. So that is a student visa which is valid for
Correct.
about 5 years. So the student visa also gives you an option to work 3 years in the US for STEM degrees. So with that visa, you can work without any additional visa sponsorship requirement from the company. But post that 3 years, you would have to apply for H-1B visa, which is a work visa. Again, that is in the lottery, so which is uh, the odds are not good. It's always
Mm-hmm.
not in our favor. So I've applied for it 2 times, did not get it both the times. So I have like one attempt left before my student visa expires. So that is
Okay.
a little stressful part of the visa immigration policy for
So
students in
yours
the
is not
US.
a
Yeah.
STEM course?
Mine is a STEM course.
Then you get
So
3 years, right?
I get 3 years. So I have one
Hmm.
more attempt before I need to look at other options for the visa.
Wait, like I didn't get you. So it's 2 years of masters and three
Mhm.
years of STEM OPT, right?
Correct. Yeah. So
So
it's been
why did you do the two times of lottery already, like the H1B
so,
picking?
so it's basically I graduated in January 2024, January 2024, and
Hmm.
then I applied for the lottery last year and then this year as well. Correct. So 2 years of masters was done, and then 3 years of my OPD started in Jan 24.
Hmm.
So
So should
I
you start applying for H1B as soon as you graduate, like as soon as you get your
it
job or something like that?
it's usually done in the March April period.
Mm-hmm.
So once you graduate in say January, you would be eligible to apply for an H-1B in March of the same year.
Hmm.
But if you graduate in say May, you would be eligible to apply for an H-1B visa next year,
Next year,
March and next year
the
March and April.
upcoming March.
March and April. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Um, so do you face any pressure while working full time as well as, making friends, looking after your home, your, daily routines and, adapting to the life? How is it going on everything?
I feel uh, it is much better than it was before because initially you are not conditioned to do things, everything independently. So once you come to the US, you have to do everything on your own, cooking, doing the dishes, cleaning your house, maintaining it cleanly so that you can have a peaceful mind. So I think that is something every student has to go through. It was painful, but it is necessary. So
Yeah.
I would suggest everybody to learn basic cooking because it is very important to survive in the world without uh, again going out every day because that is again very expensive. The Indian food especially that you get in the US is expensive. So
Mm.
it is very much required to cook every day,
It's
except for the
expensive.
weekend.
Yeah, it's expensive as well as it doesn't taste, it
Taste as
doesn't
well.
taste as we do or our, moms do. It's not like that. It's
Correct.
completely
Yeah.
different. There's no spice. It's so sweet every time. I don't like
Correct.
it.
Yeah. So the best option would be to learn cooking. So again,
Oh.
by cooking at home, you cook nutritious food, which is
Mm,
again very important for your everyday health,
yeah.
keeping
So
you
did you face any health issues in this period of time since you came to
not really,
US?
not really, did not have any major health issues. But again,
Okay.
I would also suggest people to definitely take the medical insurance, choose a college because the healthcare here is very expensive without the insurance. So definitely take it up.
And the waiting time also for the appointments, right? Like if
Yeah,
something
yeah.
happens, they'll make you wait for a long
Make
time.
you wait for a long time. Yeah. The healthcare is a little bit a downside in the US, but yeah, that it is what it is. You have to face
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're comfortable with this, can we,
Mhm,
talk about the financial things,
mhm.
because
Sure.
these things, what we have faced is like common to everyone, but
Mhm,
financial thing is the most important because it's in
correct.
dollars.
Mhm,
So, did you take any loan back in India or
mhm,
it's all from savings? Like,
mhm.
tell me everything about the financial aspects.
Sure. So I took a loan, education loan,
Mm-hmm.
from India. So that is basically from Leap Finance.
Okay.
So they are pretty much known for financing students to their master's course in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest everybody to the use the education loan just for the college fees and tuition fees. And for personal expenses, I would suggest people start finding part-time jobs in the college, because that way your everyday expenses are covered. Your monthly expenses would be covered, like rent, electricity, all of this would be like almost fully 100% covered through your part-time job. And that is pretty much that you need to stay stable, because I feel uh, being a student, it is again difficult to have that Indian rupee to dollar conversion every time in your mind. But once you start finding part-time jobs and working for say like 20 hours, you would be able to manage your expenses
Yeah,
very very carefully. Yeah,
yeah. So we just have like 20 hours of limit, no, per week,
limit, correct.
and
Yeah,
we can't exceed that, and we can't
exceed
do
that. Yeah,
off-campus jobs. It's
correct.
illegal.
Illegal, yeah.
So
And
yeah.
I would also suggest people to just do the 20-hour job, because overdoing it is again negatively affecting your grades.
Mm-hmm.
It's negatively affecting your internship search or job search. So 20 hours, I feel, is a very good spot on time for you to manage all of your monthly expenses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And recently also, so many people got deported. So
Right.
do you know what happened exactly? Like, or do you have any idea about that?
So I would say people that yeah just don't do part-time jobs outside the university. It's a little too risky. So you're already under the obligation of the government. So I feel yeah, just find jobs, part-time jobs in the university. Uh, just contact professors for like say TA or RA, and there are a lot of campus jobs around, which is again very fulfilling. So that way you would be able to connect with so many people.
Yeah.
So I think that is also very useful.
And also one thing is like I didn't know about this.
Hmm.
I should have, like the one mistake that I did is I should have
Hmm.
started finding jobs, part-time jobs on campus before coming to the US.
Sure.
Like I
Yeah,
had
I
so
think
much time with me. I didn't do anything. And illig band mele, I started, asking everyone like give me reference, give me that, this and all. But honestly, after coming like within 15 days, I got a research assistant job, and that too it was under my professor. So I
Mhm.
just went and asked him, like, I just want to work under you as a research assistant. Can you give? And the
Give
pay was also like really good. I should have,
mhm.
Started it early so that I could have
Earlier, yeah,
spoken to him about the tuition fee as well. Maybe they could have cut it down to
cut
50%
it
to
down.
100%,
Yeah,
like something like a scholarship or something. I
correct.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, I think that is very useful. So reaching out to people, reaching out to professors beforehand
Mm,
is something that you should definitely try out, because sometimes they give you RA or TA, and then they also offer you scholarships.
true.
So that is useful for your financial part of it.
Yeah. So many of my friends, they got like 100%, scholarship. Like
Scholarships, yeah.
they're not paying any of the tuition fee. They're just, working that they're not paying any tuition fee, and also they're getting
Mhm.
paid so that their expenses are covered. They have like
Mhm.
maybe they're having so much of savings and all.
Savings.
I
Yeah.
just feel so jealous sometimes, but happy for them. It's okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, through part-time, what you can do is you can cover all of your expenses, so that would be a burden less for you.
True.
And then sometimes you would also be able to save up a little bit from your monthly expenses. Then you can probably just go around, uh, visit different places in the country, which is again very beautiful. So
Yeah.
that way you can explore. And I did this most often times, because I was able to save up a little bit from my part-time job salary, and then visited a few places even during my master's course.
Yeah,
You just
that's
have
so
to be
cool.
careful with your expenses. Yeah,
True. True. Okay, so
yeah.
what's your next goal, or what do you want to do in the upcoming years? What's your plan?
So my plan is to basically say, work here for again 3 4 years, gain
Mm.
some experience in the
Mm.
field that I'm in, and then hopefully that will help me grow better and then see how it takes.
Do you want to stay here or go back to India?
This is a decision I'm not taken yet. So I'm definitely attached to India a lot
Mm.
with my family, with my parents.
True.
But the work life and the exploring part of the country is very, very evident in the US. So people travel a lot. So after I've come here, I've traveled a lot. Again, everything through part-time jobs, full-time jobs, and internships. So all the expenses are like covered through the jobs that I did. So I think that is something
Mm-hmm.
you can do with any part-time or full-time job in the US.
Mm. Okay. So, last question.
Mhm.
What do you suggest for those students that, who are planning to come to the US, or, who like anything? What do you want to give, like, just advise them on what to do? Like, if that maybe just imagine if they're in their third year or final year, what do you suggest for them?
I would suggest having a very good research
Mm-hmm.
on the university they want to do, because sometimes people just don't do a lot of research of what they want to achieve after the master's course. So I think there should be a solid plan before coming to the US. And then also probably uh, telling them that being brave is very important, because
Oh,
it is not very easy, especially in the
no.
current situation. So uh, being brave is important. And again, one more thing that I realized was staying prepared for the uh, jobs that come, like the opportunities that comes your way. So you have to take it with both hands. Like for example, if I got an interview call, so staying prepared beforehand is very important, because there is very little time to prepare before the interview.
True. Yeah.
So you have to be prepared months before to take that opportunity with you.
And sometimes the interviewers, no, they'll
Mhm.
they'll send you a message telling, we are impressed with your profile, with all your resume and all. Can we keep the interview tomorrow? Sometimes they do that. So we
Yeah,
have to, keep on preparing for that, at
preparing.
least Google or see YouTube videos on, how to
Correct.
answer this question and all.
Discussions. Yeah,
Yeah,
that preparedness is again very important beforehand.
true. Yeah, true.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much, Manish.
No
Thank you so
problem,
much
issue.
for
Yeah,
talking. It was really good.
sure, definitely happy to help. And
Yeah,
then,
thank you.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, then. See you.
I think we should be good. See you. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
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 ಎಸ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಸೊ ಹೇಗನ್ನಿಸ್ತು ಈ ವ್ಲಾಗ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆರ್ ನಾನೇನಾದರೂ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅನಿಸಿದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಾದರೂ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಕೊಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ, ಆರ್ ನನ್ನ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ನನಗೆ DM ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಟೈಮ್ನ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರೀಚ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಲೈಕ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಶೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಚಾನಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್.